I record this just for the group, if anyone wants it later, and I post it in our writers community, but it's not public. So welcome for those of you who are new. I am Angy Abreu, the founder of Dominican Writers Association. I want to start off with one very important announcement, and that is that you have until December 31st to apply to our Dominican Writers Retreat in Cabarete, Puerto Plata next July for 1 week. You got to be Dominican, you got to be a writer, you got to be interested in writing in community, being in your homeland, beach vibes, writing practically 24/7. This is what we've created. It's in a private villa with a private chef. If you want more information, you could go on our website. You'll see all the info there. You'll see the application there. Read everything. If you have any other questions, reach out to us. So just letting you know, you have until December 31st to apply. We're accepting 20 of you, okay? Just 20 of you are coming with us. So I hope you all take it into consideration. Last time we had tons of fun. The Friendsgiving for that retreat ended up being in my house 2 weeks ago because the writers from the retreat scheduled a Friendsgiving, and I was like, sure, let's have it in my house. So they became a really close group, which is amazing. So we want to, you know, continue doing that. So if you're a Dominican writer, if you know another Dominican writer, please share this information with them and have them consider attending. All the faculty is on the website. So if you want to know what's going to be happening, who's going to be teaching, it's on the website. Okay. So once we accept the writers, then we let you know exactly what your schedule during the retreat is going to be like, because you're going to be writing. This is not just how do you say, un teteo, having fun. We do have fun, lots of fun, but we also have tons of writing. Okay.
Here.
So I encourage you all, and I'm sorry for those of you who are non-Dominican, but I created this platform specifically for my people, specifically to have us, you know, identify with our roots, do all of that writing, and enter the Dominican literary canon. So Mari, how can we turn into a Dominican? I guess marry a Dominican. Or not. I don't recommend
Pretty
that.
much. I mean, yes, you know, all this time, of course.
I wouldn't put that on you, Mari. Marry a Dominican. Not what I meant.
I just have to make it to the DR one day. It's in my list of places to visit. So then I will be like, really, hey, I'm in my second home, because, you know, living in New York City, in Washington Heights for such a long time, you know, you gotta be Dominican somehow. I gotta be Dominican somehow.
But I do encourage you all to look up other writers' retreats.
Yes.
There's tons of writers' retreats outside of the country that you could apply for, residencies, fellowships. The only thing with those writers' retreat is that they want writers who are that are not that emergent. They want you to provide a body of work. They ask you for writing samples and all of that stuff. We don't, because we just want to open this up to emerging writers, to encourage you to write, to just, you know, how do I say this? Inject that fuel in you to get to this writing. And trust me, there's nothing better than you doing it on your ancestral lands. Okay, we have people who cried. I was one of them. We had one of our faculty members cry during an open mic. It's just hits different when you're on your ancestral land and you're writing and you're experiencing all these things, and you know that's what we want. A lot of our writers had a very long time that they had not gone to DR. So it was even more special. We had people who had more than 20 years and, you know, or people who don't have community in DR. And now after the retreat, they have community because we've created that. I travel to DR all the time. And I have built an extensive community with my people over there, and I extend my community to anyone else who wants to travel over there, who wants to tap into the creative communities on the island as well. So today's workshop, let me see. Good morning, Alex. I don't know if you've been here before, have you?
Yes, I have been coming on and off for a few years and I love it, but I'm in California and it's a little bit early, but
Yes,
no worries.
I get it. I am so sorry. You know, I've been sleeping on finding someone to run our California workshops. I usually get somebody who volunteers and then they're like, oh, this, yeah, it is work. So you gotta have a passion for it. Um, and you know, because it'll be great. California has so many Latino writers, and you guys don't have something like this yet. But one day,
Right.
maybe next year will be the day that I dedicate my time to Cali. Okay, so today's writing workshop is about introduction to collaborative story writing, which brings together diverse perspective, enriching story. It's a dance of balancing individual creativity with a group's vision. So we're gonna do an exercise today where we take a moment to think about a time you worked on a creative project with others. What did you learn from that experience? Share your thoughts. It may be that you're not a team player. Maybe you don't like working with other people. Maybe you don't like um, receiving feedback, or how do we say this? Not only receiving feedback, but having other people interfere with your creative project. Because maybe you want to take it somewhere and you have all these other people's opinions in the way that now you need to consider. So that's totally okay to feel like that. So have any of you worked on a creative project with others? See, no, maybe, yes. Where's Eduardo? Eduardo,
Yes.
okay.
So I've written up eds before. And
Okay.
so when you write up eds, like they give you feedback. So
Uh-huh.
it kind of feels like a collaboration because it's like a certain outcome that they want out of what you're writing, right?
Uh-huh.
So would that count or no?
Um, I guess in a way, yeah. So an example would be working on a project of a short film, right? Where other peoples are putting in their ideas and they contribute their skills to make your project a lot richer. Anyone? No? Everybody?
Yeah, I
I,
was
I,
I was working on a screenplay with a couple of my homeboys during the pandemic
Okay.
about we wanted to do a show about Orchard Beach because they were
Okay.
lifeguards at Orchard Beach in high school. And
Uh-huh.
I don't talk to one of them, and he was like a close friend before because of like how contentious it got about like just the entire creative process and sort of like yeah where things went. So I've found that yeah I do feel uncompromising when it comes to like my creative vision. And if people don't want to get on the boat, then it's like, well, do your own thing then, you know?
Got it. Totally get that, Nico. That's a sour taste to have, especially when you're working for the first time in a collaborative process. Um, but also, you know, I hope that doesn't deter you from working with other groups of people, because not everyone is the same. And I also recommend that you, when you do and you pick these people, that you share your expectations and your boundaries and you make it known, this is my project, this is where I want to take it, and I just want you guys to help me with this or that, right? Because yeah, you will have people that will want to take over,
Yep.
or like you
Yep.
said, will be pretentious and just make the collaboration a difficult one. So before anything, guys, please raise your hand. So so that everyone gets an opportunity to share. Here we have Mari, you raise your hand.
Yes, I did. Thank you. I'm thinking about it. I think I have collaborated in a couple of ways. One, in translation, and another one as a I have this group. It's a reading group where we read short stories or poems or even children's books, and we sometimes in English or often in English, and we everybody has a different understanding and opinion and comments, and we do exercises where we kind of translate what we all think that we're reading in our English, no, because many of us are not, our Spanish is our predominant language. So it's fun, and it's kind of a collaborating and make it, sometimes the translations are not great, or sometimes are really good compared to what we try to do, and so that's very enriching. And the other thing that I could think of a more formal way was translating the Word Up book at home in Word Up. At Word Up, so it was a collaboration, right? When I started, they asked me to edit the book because they have done a lot of the translation. And when I started doing it, I did a lot of changes because it was proper Spanish, but it was not targeted to the audience. So it had to be more, more simple, more child-oriented. So that was one of the greatest collaborative writings or translations or editing that we did at Word Up, and it was fascinating. So I think that's the experience I had.
So two very different experiences, right?
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Nice. What about you, Gloria?
I had two different experiences, one from way back when I worked with the Educational Video Center. So we worked with students and teachers on video projects. And that was different because, we already knew that it would be student-centered and, everyone had a role to play. When it came to editing and, there's always that tension of people, like you said, taking over the meeting, or somebody feeling very passionate about their idea and voices being silenced. So I think there's some negotiating with that. Personally, when I'm working a project with people, yeah, I'd like to see what someone brings to it. I'm working with Disrupt right now. It's a project that's community-based. And at times, I just sit back and listen because I have to realize some people have more knowledge than I that contributes to the writing. So it's always a learning process for me,
Right. Yeah, we got to be open to that. Very important what you just said, that some people might be a lot more experienced than we are, and we could learn something. So we have to keep ourselves open to that. We don't know it all. That's no way possible for us to know it all. So, being respectful and allowing other people to share and participate is great, as long as it doesn't interrupt negatively on the project. Rosendo, you said you had an experience as well. Would you like to share?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. Yeah. It was with family. Like I may have mentioned to you before, like family that's writers and everything, in the industry. I've of course known them all my life. So it was sometimes they bounce projects off of me for feedback and everything and what have you because of editing and whatnot. So I'm not saying I have to walk on eggshells because I know and love these people, but it's like I'm honest with them and they know that. So I think that they come to me rather than somebody they don't know because I know them and I know that as an artist it's your child and you're sensitive about your work, but they at the stages they give it to me, they don't want to share with everyone. So I think that they feel comfortable with my honesty as opposed to a stranger. So I may not know more than them, but they know that I'll give it to them like it is. So I do that, and I try to be in that realm and wearing that hat with my friends, my cousins. I'm totally honest with them, and I don't think that they that I don't think that they take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? So with me, you know, and I'm like that with other people that give me their stuff to review. So I think, I don't know, maybe I'm not getting to the point, but yeah, it's like you know, just being cognizant and recognizing someone's work, and but not pulling the punches when they want to know, they wanted their best, and sharpening iron sharpen iron. So yeah, I mean, that's my it's not really
That's,
collaborative, I guess, but
Thank you for sharing, Josendo. That's super important, right? Collaborating with someone that you feel comfortable with, that is not going to be judging you, who's going to be offering creative, constructive criticism to your body of work, right? Because you never want to work with someone who always has something negative to say, who always has these negative vibes, and it's not allowing you to move forward with your project, right? So Dori shared that her experience has been successful with collaborative projects, and that there's always been a clear leader and a follower. She's also, Nico has also shared that he's had fruitful collaboration. So don't think that he's only worked with toxic people, okay? So anyone else wants to share their experience with collaborative projects? Anyone done a collaborative project in writing besides Mari? And Nico's project? No? Okay, well, we're about to have a collaborative project here in writing, my people, okay? So, we're gonna establish a story setting, theme, and initial plot, which are their backbone. We're going to provide a narrative, okay? So as a group, let's decide on a setting and theme. Do we want a futuristic city, a past era, or a fantasy world? What themes resonate with us? Love, adventure, mystery. So let me see. I am going to share the whiteboard here. Let me know if you could all see the whiteboard. Hold on. Let me know if you could all see collaborating, presenting, collaborating. Okay. Do you all have access to this whiteboard?
I see it.
Okay, can you use it? I see Leslie on it. Okay, so I want you all to include on this whiteboard what type of setting and theme you want for our story. Okay, so setting 1, theme 2. Okay, so for example, let's say our story is in a bustling futuristic city where technology has advanced, but not all societal problems have been solved. The theme could be search for identity in a high-tech world. So let's go. I'm gonna give you all about, let's do 10 minutes. Okay.
How
So
long?
Tisha, you have access to the whiteboard?
I'm trying to click, but nothing happens. AVA.
Same thing here. I don't know how to use it.
Yeah, you have to enable us, Angie.
You're all enabled. There's like 10 people on the whiteboard.
Oh, this is, you
Uh,
cannot open a whiteboard when a whiteboard is already open in meeting. Wait.
Yeah, so are you on your phone?
No.
I've never worked on a whiteboard, so this is a first.
Okay. So it says that anyone can share. This is only all you're all invited here. You're all included. Currently there's 10 people on the board.
I think we need a lesson. I need a lesson in how to use it. I'll try.
So for those of you who showed up, how did the whiteboard, please share how the whiteboard opened up for you. Did you click on anything? Did you click on whiteboard and it opened, or did it suddenly appear on your screen?
It appeared on my screen.
Same here.
When you click the
So
whiteboard,
ladies, what you do, somebody has feedback in the background. Please mute yourself. On the left side, there's a pen. Click on the pen. You should be writing. See, scribble, scribble, scribble.
I'm sorry, where?
There's on the left-hand side, there's a menu that shows up. It has a little arrow, it has a pen, it has a T for text that you could click on the screen and the text opens up.
My whiteboard seems to be chopped off at one point, so there's nothing on the left side.
Me neither, Angie. Somehow it's not. I've been able to use it when I'm hosting the thing, but now I'm the other way, and then I don't know how.
That's so strange. Okay, ladies, then share it in the chat since you two are the only ones.
The button share screen is lit up.
So Rihanna says that the menu didn't show up for her until she clicked on whiteboard. So click on whiteboard, ladies. If not, please just share in the chat. Okay, so we're sharing what we want the setting and the theme of our story to be. And please write your name at the end so I know who contributed what, or in the beginning.
Setting and theme, right?
Uh-huh. Be creative. Be out of this world. Something you haven't seen yet. How you doing, Mari? How you doing, Rosita?
I'm writing it on text, so I can just put that on the chat.
Okay. Rosendo, we need a setting and a theme. Okay? So you can't be as vague as past timeline. Mention a past timeline, maybe your year, maybe an event that occurred for that setting and the theme. What should the theme be? An example of a theme could be searching for identity in a high-tech world. Make sure to put your names on it somewhere so I know who wrote it. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. You guys have such creative ideas. Thank you, Gloria. I'm going to copy yours and add it to the whiteboard.
One is writing. Okay, mine is in. Not so much the description of the scenery, but rather the two groups that live on that planet, whatever it is. It doesn't matter, and the timing doesn't matter either. It could be in the future, could be in the past, or even present.
Okay. Rosita, you went a little bit too far, okay? I just need to know a setting, okay? Look at what everyone else is contributing. Setting. Is it New York City in the 90s? Is it Florida? Is it White House? Some people put here Un verano en Nueva York. Some it's just a line for the setting, okay? And the theme is, what themes do you want us to explore? And I just need keywords for the themes, okay? And Gloria, you didn't provide a theme for your story. You just offered the setting. You said, is the setting, and what is pre-Mexico? So is this like
It would
colonial?
be, yeah, it would be before Cortez arrived, and then Mexico became Mexico. So I don't know the correct. They call it Aslan, but it has a different name. But so it'd be before the formation of Mexico.
And what is the theme? What are we discovering? What are we searching for? Because you basically gave me the premise of a story, but I need themes,
Okay, I'll put that down.
okay?
I'm feeling resistant for some reason, and I think that's good. Resistance is good.
Because you're what, Rosita?
Resistant.
Because you're reading, you said?
I'm feeling resistant.
Why are
Like
you feeling
I don't want to
resistant?
give.
You don't want to give us a theme, Rosita?
Nothing. I don't want to give you nothing.
Okay.
But that resistance is good because once I break through it, then zoom, it comes right out.
Okay. So damn, I forgot to put the timer, but Rosendo, you went so far in Rosendo. That's I'm like trying to figure out how are we gonna write that story. Okay, I'm gonna put you all to vote on this, by the way. So we're all contributing, so we don't want anything that's too complicated. And I'm gonna want you all to vote on. Let me see. How do we do a voting thing here? Okay. Who hasn't finished? Is everyone done? Leslie, you still writing? Rosendo, yours is now upside down. When you're finished, get off the whiteboard, people. No toquen nada. Don't touch anything. I don't even know how Rosendo's is flipped. Okay. Okay. If you're done, put a thumbs up. Put a thumbs up on your chat. Put a thumbs up on your chat if you're done. Gracias. Idalme, you done? Mari, you done? You're okay. You're muted. I can't hear.
Oh, I'm trying to
Mari.
figure out. I'm trying to figure out the whiteboard, so I'm just
Oh.
like, forget it. Whatever.
Yeah,
keep
Mari, just
setting.
forget it. Write it in the chat, Mari. It's okay.
It can come up.
Yo no
it's
te
okay.
creo. Yo no
It's
te
okay.
creo. Pick una época that your favorite época, and pick a theme that you would love to maybe write about one day. I don't know. Something you would like to read about one day. Okay, everyone. So is everyone able to see everyone's contribution on the whiteboard? I assume yes. Everyone put their names. You should be able to see everyone's names and contribution. Leslie, Jadi, Rihanna, Gloria. Okay. Next, okay, what I want you all to do next is vote. I'm not gonna pick. We're going to vote on which ones you like best. So everyone has their name on it. So in the chat, if you put the name whose theme you like best. It cannot be yours. Do not pick yours, pick somebody else's.
Should we read them out loud? Like I'll read mine.
Go ahead, Dori. Read them out loud.
Okay. I was wanting to read mine, but I can't read them all, sure.
Read them all.
Está bien. So, all right, so I'm not going to start with mine. So, let me just start here. Theme, revolution, world domination in the White House, DC, present date from Idalmi. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see mine. So I'm going to read mine next. I see it. Theme, spiritual awakening, and the setting is Un Verano en Nueva York. From Nico, the theme is love and identity, and LM seconds this. And the setting is Caribbean alternative world like Wakanda. Continuing, hay mucho movimiento, pero veo allá de aquí arriba. And the theme is teenage identity, setting Miami, Florida, from Yadi. From Rihanna, the theme, family relationships and dynamics during a time where people are going off to war. Setting, Puerto Rico in the 60s and 70s. Interesting. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be unbiased. From Rihanna, continuing on. From, vamos a ver aquí. A theme from Leslie, love, gender, race, ethnicity, motherhood, and LGBTQ plus identities. So identity looks like a lot of identity. These are all identities and love.
Yeah.
Got it. Setting 50 to 100 years from now, okay, in the future, where the US doesn't exist or is not a superpower anymore. Oh, and we all migrated to another country, the Soviet Union.
I think we know where Dori is leaning.
No, they're all great.
Yeah, you finished?
I think, bueno, aquí tengo de Rosendo y de Gloria. I'm a pick. So Rosendo, 1689. Semi-pre-colonial West Indies. And the theme would be the evolution of race theory, invention of tribalism. Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there, but yeah, I see. Cool.
Okay, you read everybody?
And then Gloria's the last one that I see here. Futuristic story similar to Black Panther. So setting future, and it would be set in the jungles, future in the jungles, and it looks like it would be about spirituality. Like you have a jaguar priestess, vision ceremony. The theme would be cultural pride, love, resistance. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I think I got them all.
Okay.
If
So
if I didn't get it, feel free to unmute and say your
yeah.
piece.
Okay, guys. So you, Dori, thank you so much. Dori just shared what everyone's contribution has been. I
Did-
want you to tell me the name of the
You
person.
didn't. Nobody read mine. They're in the chat because I couldn't get on the whiteboard.
Yeah, Rosita, I told you that we need a setting and we need a theme. You gave us a whole
I did.
story.
No, I went on and gave the setting.
You said 2 different groups of people live on a planet. They
Later.
participate-
Later. After that.
A planet in another galaxy with lots of beauty surrounding the inhabitants.
Right.
They have taken pains in making it so. They
What
So the
collaborate in-
setting is outer space. The setting is outer space.
Yes, that's what we need. But
About 6
Rosita
of
gives
those.
us a whole story.
Okay.
So let me see. Rosita here. Can somebody pay?
Planet has 3 moons. That's
And
a
what is
setting.
and what is the theme, Rosita? What are we
Relationship.
for? What are we doing?
The relationships between 2 groups of people. That's the
But
thing.
I got you, girl. I'm putting it on the whiteboard. Setting
thank you.
outer space and relationships between groups of people. Okay.
Okay. So guys, this is very personal to you all. I'm not discussing people's themes. I'm not questioning whatever you chose. This is all personal to you. So I gave you the opportunity to put what you want, your settings and your theme, and I want you all to not privately, publicly on the chat, make sure that your chat is set to everyone, not to Angie, okay, to everyone, and vote which theme you like most. I just want the name of the person whose theme you like, and it cannot be yours. Okay, so go ahead. Send me in the chat. I should have 12 opinions in the chat of whose theme you like the most.
I can't even move the whiteboard, so I can't see what's on top. Well, somebody's moving it, yes, but I cannot move it.
Can you see now?
Yeah, I can see the top, but I don't see the bottom.
There's no bottom. This is it. This is all of it, Rosita.
Okay. All right, great.
Can everybody see? Everyone should have their name on it. I just need the name of the person whose theme you like. And just know we're gonna be writing a story about this theme, so that's what's going to happen next, okay?
Okay, so how do we put that in? Like type the whole thing, or just there's no
Rosita, in the chat, I
Yes.
want you to give me the name of the person.
Oh, the name of the person. Okay.
Whose story you like. Just the
Okay.
name of the person.
Gotcha.
Chat.
Okay.
To everyone, not just to me. So far, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 people voted out of 12. Nine people. Rosita, you still don't know who you're choosing?
Yeah, no, I did already.
Okay. Who hasn't voted? Okay, can somebody, Jadi, can you write down all the choices and tell me the votes?
Okay.
Nine votes, 13 people here. Come on, guys. Write down everyone's name who voted, Jadi. So we could see who's missing. For those of you who are late, we are writing a collaborative story. There are themes and settings on the whiteboard that you should be able to read. And we are currently voting on which one we like best. I just need the name of the person whose theme you prefer. So you have here Nico, Rosita, Leslie, Dalmi, Rihanna, Dori, Gloria, Rosendo. I just need the name of the person. So put it in the chat. Please vote with that name. Rosendo, are you contributing to this again? Get off the board. Everyone who's not contributing, if you already contributed, get off the board. Between Jadi and Rihanna, and we still only have 9 votes. Why isn't everybody voting?
Eduardo hasn't voted. Eduardo, you're missing.
Eduardo isn't here today.
No, he is. But I don't think he. Yeah, he
No,
hasn't.
there's a
Edward.
Edward, but not Eduardo isn't here.
Oh, I see.
Edward is something,
Edward,
someone else.
Edward is missing.
And Edward is probably driving his kids to soccer, so you could ignore him.
Oh, okay. So then we have 12 voting people, but only 9 have voted.
Listen, okay, for those of you who didn't vote, we're gonna ignore you then, because it's not that hard to vote. Just give me a name. So right now, we are between Jadi and Rihanna. ¿Dónde está el de Rihanna? Okay, el de Rihanna is Puerto Rico during the 1960s and 70s, family relationship and dynamics. Nico changed his vote to Jadi. Okay, between Rihanna and Jadi, now I want you to vote again.
During a time where people are going to war.
During Jadi and Rihanna, I want you all to vote again and tell me who you prefer, Jadi or Rihanna's theme. Everyone vote. There's 13 of you. Idalmi, between Jadi and Rihanna.
What are the settings and themes between them?
Huh?
What are they? Because I can't see it on the whiteboard.
Oh, Dori read them.
Yadi's way on top and then
out loud.
right below.
Daddy is Teenage Identity in Miami, Florida, and Rihanna is Puerto Rico in the 60s and 70s. Theme family relationships and dynamics during a time when people were going to war.
So everyone is Jadi's theme. That's who we chose. Idalmi, why you cannot vote between those two people?
Because I'm sorry, I don't like none of those ideas.
You have to pick one.
Wow. One of them, Idalmi. Just choose one of them. Do eeny, meeny, miny, mo, si tú quieres.
I'm heartbroken. No one's chose Mexico, but I'm going with
This is
Yadi.
not personal, my people. Okay?
Angie, you get my vote, Angie. I trust you.
I didn't,
Angie,
I
¿hasta
didn't,
qué hora es el workshop?
I didn't contribute anything. Okay, ya. Nos vamos con Yadi. Tato, nos vamos con Yadi. Everybody get off the board. Okay. Now, how do I start a new board? Page 1. Let's add a page. Okay. New page. For those of you who do not have access to the whiteboard, please use the chat. Do not go crazy because you don't have access to the whiteboard. Just use the chat. All right. So we already decided what's the setting and theme again? The setting and theme. Somebody write this down.
Teen identity.
The setting and theme is the theme is teenage identity. The setting is Miami, Florida. Now, folks, anything could be happening in Miami, Florida. She just said Miami, Florida, but it could be Miami, Florida in the 60s, Miami, Florida in the 80s. Okay? So don't go crazy with it. Now, setting, Miami, Florida, teenage identity. Okay? So, oh, but I just closed that. Where's my whiteboard? Open the board. Okay, you will have access again. Espérate. Okay. We're going. So now we're on page 2. Okay. So, now we're going to talk about the main character. Okay. Characters drive the story. They should be as real and complex as real people with desires, flaws, and growth. So your writing prompt is, each of us will create a character, one character, not a whole story about a person. We're going to describe one character. Think about their name. What is their name? What is their age? What do they look like? Who are they? What is their personality? What do they want out of life? And how do they fit into the Miami, Florida story? Okay, now remember, Jadi said teenager. So we're choosing a teenager between the ages of 13 and 19. Okay, your teenage character, describe who they are. Think about their name. What is their background? What do they want? And how do they fit into the story? Put it on the whiteboard. Okay, an example of this is Luna Rodriguez, background, a young, talented coder living in a futuristic city, struggling with her identity in a world dominated by technology. She's curious, a bit rebellious, and looking for a place where she truly belongs. That is an example. I'm going to put that on the whiteboard so that you folks don't get, so that you don't all lose your way. Okay, here's the example, and I want you all to write out your character following this example. So I'm going to add here that the theme is a teenager in Miami, Florida. Okay,
In futuristic Miami, Florida.
that's for you to decide.
Okay.
Describe a teenager in Miami, Florida. Okay, put it in the chat, folks. This is the main character. Thank you, Idalmi. Have a good Sunday. Okay, so again, think about their name. What is their background? Who are they? What do they want? How do they fit into our story? And we're doing, where's the timer here? Okay, we're doing 20 minutes, folks. Put it on the whiteboard, my people. The chat is only for those who don't have access to the whiteboard. Does everyone have access? Yeah, I see here a ton of you who have access.
My bad.
So the only people who are using the chat for this is Mari and Rosita. Mari, you thinking about your character?
I'm using the chat too.
I am, yes. I just, I feel kind of blind not being able to use the whiteboard, but yes, I am thinking and trying to write something.
Yeah, I don't know why you're not able to see it. It might be your Zoom settings. Maybe your Zoom isn't updated.
Maybe.
Don't click on the whiteboard, because if there's one already open, then you should be able to see it. But if you're on a computer, look at everything around you and see what's going on.
Yeah, I might just need an update. I don't know, because I can use it when I'm leading the meeting and then others can participate, but I don't know how to, it's the
Yeah,
first time that happens.
you might have your settings blocked on Zoom or something like that. I'm not sure.
Maybe. Yeah.
I'm using Zoom on my browser, Mari, and that works for me because I'm using an old computer and this it's so old that I can't even update the software. So, y eso me funcionó a mí. I don't know, maybe if you go out and come back in, try to
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna do that. I'm gonna leave it.
Yeah, go out and come back in, but use the browser, not the Zoom app.
and I'm able to see it. Um, Angie, I put down what we're doing now for the next 20 minutes. So I think I'm gonna step up and make a snack.
Where you put it? I don't see it.
Okay, yeah, I'll put it in the whiteboard.
Jadi must be writing like crazy because this was her theme. Okay. So I'm going to add Rosita. Thank you, Rosita. I put yours on the whiteboard.
Thank you.
Gloria,
And
you don't have access to the whiteboard?
I can't. I've been trying to figure out how to write on it. I can't figure out how to do it.
Oh, Gloria, how does your character fit into Miami, Florida? And you too, Rosita, how does your character fit into Miami, Florida?
Also, I like to add
Is there
her
anything in particular
cinnamon skin.
about what Miami means to them?
Um,
You all have these wonderful ideas. I hope you're playing around with these characters in real life. You
I
might be
got
the
the
next
two.
middle grade or YA novelist.
But this is good because it stretches me.
Right. So today you're thinking about things that you probably don't usually think about.
Right.
Other things that you could be writing about.
Right, exactly. This is good.
Aside from your memoirs.
It's a little uncomfortable, but it's good. I know it's good.
Rosendo looks like he's concentrated on his character. You know you concentrating. Look at your face. King mouth. Alex. Okay, this is Alex. Alex, you don't have access to the whiteboard either? Alex. Just gonna put it up here. See how many of you picked a female. Gloria picked a boy. Alex picked a girl. Oh. Okay. We got 13 minutes left, folks. You're not writing a whole story, okay? Let's keep it simple. Eddie, I'm going to kill you.
That is funny. Angie.
Okay. So if you could add that to my description from before.
Eddie said Edward here. Butchie 7-year-old high senior. I'm not gonna read them. Dory's gonna read these when we're done, okay? Jadi, what do you mean you don't have access to the editing tool?
Yeah, I'm trying to like press to like click to text, but the editing toolbar doesn't appear.
You're on a desktop?
Yes, on the yeah.
Is there anywhere on the whiteboard that you could click for the editing tool? Because you were using it before.
Yeah, and y ahora no me está dando. Yeah, there's nowhere.
Okay, just put it in the chat then. Rosita said to add this to her character. These characters are getting mad interesting. We might just all write this story. That's weird. Rihanna is not showing up for you either. Somebody go on YouTube and check why text box doesn't show up on Zoom whiteboard. Strange, because you all had access a while ago. And all I did was create a new page. This is, who's this? Rihanna. Rihanna.
You were somebody's hero, Angie. In Edward's story, you're a hero.
Leslie said that it happened to her too, but then she messed around with it and it worked. Yeah. Explore all the tools because there's a bunch of stuff that show up on the whiteboard. So click on everything. I don't know why it doesn't show up for some people.
Is that whiteboard Cami?
Huh?
Cami, is that the app you're using for the
There's
whiteboard?
no, the whiteboard is a Zoom mechanism. It's not,
Okay.
it's part of the Zoom. It's one of the options that Zoom offers meetings.
Zoom tells me I have to update, so that's probably why I'm not getting it. This is my real My real computer, not the DOE.
Okay, see if you guys have access. I changed something in the whiteboard settings. Try again.
Oh, what do I do? Click on it?
Yeah, see if the menu comes up for you.
No, nothing.
My menu disappeared too, even though I
Gloria,
never.
how many times you changing a character?
Oh, I'm just adding to it. You know, I see people going in identity, so I'm just trying to develop the story of who
So are
he
you
is.
replacing this or you're just adding to this?
I'm just
We are
adding
not,
to it.
guys, we're not developing story now.
Okay.
I just want your character. Who
I'm
is
just
your character? We're gonna get to writing. You guys are all anxious to write. We're gonna see what you're all gonna come up with. But hold on. Because we're also going to vote on where you want the story to go.
Whoa, that's huge.
Yeah, because, you know, we can't have the same, you know, all these main characters are different for everybody. So whose main character do you like the most? Who else hasn't? So we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people out of 12 who have contributed. We have 8 minutes left, folks.
Mine is higher up. Let me make this smaller.
Oh my God. Let's bring this down to where everybody else is. Because I didn't know there was anything up there. Jadi, it seems, oh, I'm gonna delete this because I wrote the thing here. Nico, move yours to where everybody else is.
Hmm.
What's this line over here? Oh my God. I don't know why that line is showing up there. Okay, we're here. Nico. Tasha, early 2000, who's a star student, perfect daughter, or is harboring a shameful secret. Nico, what does your main character look like? How old is she? Give us an age. Also, what's her shameful secret? Maybe if you tell us what the secret is, people will choose your. Tell us what the secret is.
I want us to all figure out what the secret is together.
Mm. We're gonna vote on which one of the things which ones we want to continue. So that's okay, Leslie. That's fine. 6 minutes, people. Rosendo, I don't see yours. I thought you were putting it. I thought I saw your name somewhere here. So this is what a collaborative story writing exercise is, folks, for those of you who have never experienced it before. I imagine that in a present setting, it looks a little bit different, but since we're on Zoom, this is what it looks like. And it's just, you know, something fun. What happened here?
Just went dark.
What happened to the first page and second page? What in the world? Okay,
Oh, there it is.
here we go. Folks, if you're not writing on the whiteboard, stay off of it. But because If you're collaborating, you might click on something and then it's gone.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't put it on the whiteboard. I may put it in the chat. I was having trouble putting it on the page 2 of the whiteboard.
Okay, I don't see yours in the chat, Rosendo.
I'll put it in there now. I'll copy. I mean, I'll paste it in there now.
Okay. My
So are we
timer is
using
on.
are we using artificial intelligence?
For what?
Well, I see a sign on the screen that says that there's an AI companion that it's on.
That is a Zoom thing. It's just doing a summary of the workshop.
Oh, okay.
Zoom now has AI integrated, so it provides summary of the chat and what happens in the meeting. Okay, folks, 5 more minutes, okay? Okay, Jadi is here. This is Jadi. Okay. Four minutes. Five of you are missing. And we have 4 minutes left. Eduardo is spending time with his brothers telling stories. So he says either way is still a salon in his house. 3 minutes. Leslie, if you're having trouble, it's all right. You can put it in the chat, okay? Don't go crazy trying to figure it out. Oh, look, Mari wrote something. Okay, Mari, where are we gonna put Mari? I'm gonna put Mari right here. This was Mari. Another girl. We need more male characters, people. Okay, one more minute.
It feels like we haven't gotten to the gist of today's workshop, but it doesn't matter because just seeing all the possibilities of topics and characters, settings, and wow, it's really opening up my mind.
Rosita,
Yes.
this is the gist of the workshop.
Okay, I'm getting it.
Okay, it's about you learning to do collaborative writing, storytelling.
Uh-huh.
This is how you do it. So you've been doing it since you started.
But how do you then tie it together? Aren't we
Well,
heading
we're
towards
gonna
a-
progress. We're gonna progress to now we choose the character, then we start the storytelling. Okay, there's a process.
This is gonna take another 2 hours. What do you mean?
Well, we're not gonna finish the story today, but it's an introduction to you doing a collaborative storytelling. We're not gonna this could be a soap opera. This could be an entire book. We're not gonna do that today.
Right.
I think this is an
So
interesting workshop.
we're just
But it's beautiful. It's really beautiful.
it's just teaching you what a collaborative storytelling looks like. You could do this on your own time. You could do this with other people. You could create your own collaborative storytelling group, whatever you prefer. This is an introduction to it so that you see what it looks like and what you could come up with. Nobody got time to finish a story today. Not happening.
I think it's
Right.
interesting because I'm writing from a perspective that I didn't imagine writing from. I'm
Exactly.
trying to stretch my imagination.
Exactly. Who's
Exactly,
missing?
yes.
Who hasn't put their story here? Dori, are we missing you? I don't see yours.
Hi, I'm here, pero I'm in the cocina, multitasking. I think,
Nico, did you put in yours?
yeah.
Yes. Who else is missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Guys, for the sake of time, if you don't contribute in the chat or in the whiteboard, I'm just going to move on, okay? So let's read what everyone has contributed so far, and you're going to, again, vote in the chat of where you want your story to go. Whose contribution do you prefer? Whose character do you prefer? Everyone's name is on there. So in the chat, you're going to tell me who it is. All right. And Jali, if you could help me writing down who the votes are for, that would be great. So starting with Rosita, her character is called Mercy Blue. She is 13 years of age, a female, just got her first period, black hair, brown eyes. She wants to be a writer, one out of 13 siblings. She's used to working in large groups. She has soft cinnamon skin. Her parents settled in Florida because of the proximity to the ocean. Mercy likes to walk on the shores collecting seashells. Then we have Alex. Alex's character is 1984 Miami. Aura is 14 years old. She's sent to from Guatemala to live with her aunt. At first, she is excited to be free from her parents, but she soon comes to realize that life in a big city is not as easy or as fun as she imagined. Eddie's character, Butchie is 17 years old, high school senior in Miami of Dominican immigrant parents who works after school in a maintenance crew cleaning pools on Fisher Island. He longs to escape from Cuba and Miami and visit the Dominican Mecca of Washington Heights and taste snow for the first time and fulfill his dream of presenting at an open mic and meeting his hero, Angy Abreu. But his guidance counselor thinks he might have missed his application for CUNY. Will he realize his dream? Stay tuned. Nico's character is Tasha, 16 years old, early 2000s. She's a star student and a perfect daughter, but she has a shameful secret. What could it be? Javi's character is Darlene, a 16-year-old girl from Miami, Florida, who recently immigrated with her mother and baby brother from Dominican Republic. Darlene is 5'3", dark curly hair, curvy body. Darlene is scared about her family finding out her secret that she is 2 months pregnant. Whoa. Then we have Leslie's character, Yadira, 15 years old. Her parents are immigrants from Honduras. Yadira is on the track team. She has 2 best friends, and one speaks English and another just speaks, one speaks Spanish and the other one just speaks English. She loves to put her hair in box spray. She loves music and singing. She has 2 other siblings. She is 5 feet tall. She wants a sweet 16, and her parents agreed to throw it for her with the conditions that she does well in school and she's a good girl, but the good girl's rules are not spoken. Gloria's character, Chico Gigante, a 13-year-old Cuban Puerto Rican boy who's confused about his identity and tries talking to his parents who are in the middle of a bad divorce. Since it's set in the future, he turns to technology to go back to talk to his grandparents of both his parents to learn what happened. He is transported back to Cuba in the 1800s to learn about his ancestors. Both his parents migrated to Miami, Florida to leave their families who were pressuring them to marry people they didn't love. His father came from Cuba and his mother from Puerto Rico. His parents met in a nightclub where they worked. Chico Gigante is smaller than most boys his age. He has dark wavy hair and cinnamon skin. Both his parents are fair skinned and he gets teased a lot about being adopted. It gets to a point where he believes that he came from another family, unable to talk to his parents who are angry most of the time and tell him not to ask questions. Wow. Then we have Rihanna's character, Lazari is 16-year-old girl who lives in Miami, Florida with her mother after immigrating from Haiti. Lazari, her mother and her older sister live in Little Haiti. Lazari has never met her father before. Her father is a Dominican man her mother had an affair with. Her father comes from a wealthy Dominican family and was banned by his family from ever seeing his daughter and her mother again. Lazari has resided in Miami for a few years now and has just become adjusted to living in the U.S. When she started her junior year of high school, she meets her math teacher who shares her exact dark caramel complexion, also shaved hazel eyes, and most importantly, the same island-shaped birthmark on her neck. Could this math teacher possibly be a long-lost relative from her father's side, or is Lazari just grasping at straws for a past and lineage she so desperately seeks? Damn. So Mari's character is Lizzie, 14-year-old, half Dominican, half Mexican. She was born in Miami and she's about 5'3" and a bit overweight. She loves Mohawk. She would love to have a quinceañera or a sweet 16, but the family is very tight on money. And last but not least, Rosendo's character, Esme Eustache, 17 years old.
All right, go ahead.
17 years of age, resident of Hialeah, Miami, Florida, half Dominican, half Haitian, searching for reconciliation between her Dominican and Haitian cultures and the conflicts associated with the two worlds, navigating her womanhood and managing a life as a teenage mother, living with her teenage boyfriend's son's father and his not so legitimate occupation, trying to resist the cycles of common community, economical, health, and racial disparities as a first-generation American born as well as first-generation college student who also works a full-time job. Diablo. So we all want these characters. See how creative you all are. Leslie doesn't want to vote because she likes all of them. you know, some of these people had affairs. We have pregnant teenagers. We also have teenage parents. We have people with shameful secrets. We have teenagers with mixed background. These are all incredible characters, right? Now you gotta vote. I know you don't want to vote, but you gotta vote. Okay? Vote on the one you like best. Just give me the name of the person in the chat. We're gonna vote for the best character, Leslie. Which character do you want to choose to continue this story? I know, it's heartbreaking, but you gotta choose one. You gotta choose one. Yeah, we can. Gloria's, I always tell you guys that I really want you to take these things that you contribute to the workshop and work on them offline. You guys have incredible creativity. Like every single one of these characters can be a book. Think middle grade, think YA. You don't need to be experienced. There's tons of workshops for middle grade and YA writing. You have Las Musas who offers mentorship. And they have an incredible podcast as well where they talk about writing for middle grade. And you also have, it's middle grade and YA. You also have the Highlights Foundation that also offers these writing workshops for children, middle grade, and YA writing, okay? So this is just another avenue for you all to explore. I would think that writing our memoirs and nonfiction is a lot more difficult than writing fiction, but it may be the other round. But don't be scared. Say yes to yourself, explore it. As you see here, we have incredible stuff, right? Did everyone vote? Jolly, did everyone vote? How many votes have you counted, Jolly? Because now we're really going to start writing. If you got to go, I totally get it. If you want to continue, welcome to stay. Okay, but I hope you've all learned something about what collaborative story writing is.
Oh, plenty. My gosh, it's beautiful.
Thank you so much. I had a great time.
You're welcome.
Hasta la próxima.
You're welcome. I will share the video, or if you want me to share the video, feel free to email me if you want to know how this went.
Yes, I will. I have to go, Angie, but yeah, I will I will catch up with whatever we start
Welcome.
out to.
Bye.
So it's a tie between Rihanna and Rosendo.
All right. Somebody else got to vote. I don't know. Or is there a way that we can mix both of them? Do they have anything in common? Because they could just be two characters in here. So Rosendo, your character is female, and so is Rihanna. Okay, let's choose both characters. They're best friends. Okay, there you go. Bye, Rihanna. Thank you. So let's choose both characters. They're both best friends. Who wants to we're gonna start writing the story now. All right. I want someone to volunteer to share the opening paragraph of the story. Set the scene, introduce the character, and or start an intriguing event.
Excuse me, Angie.
Yes.
You want someone to to type that or just say it or just kind of out off the dome?
Typing it will be great because I'll put it in here in the next page of the whiteboard. So yeah, if you could type it in the chat, that would be great. But I want one of you to volunteer. I don't want all of you to share it. So Leslie, I haven't heard from you today.
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
How do you feel about introducing this story with the first paragraph?
Well, who won? Rihanna, right? Both of them won, right?
We're gonna mix them. They're best friends. So you could start with either one of the characters.
Lasari, and who's the other character?
Hold on. I'm gonna put this.
Lasari.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna put this in the whiteboard, the two characters, so that you know who they are.
Can you put them on the chat so I can? Oh, okay. I can see on the board. Okay. Put them together so we can compare and choose. And
Lasari and Rosendo.
Yeah, they'd be two friends in high school.
Right.
So one is 16 and the other character is 17. Okay, so can everyone see that on the whiteboard?
Yes.
Excuse me. Just as a reference, I know like my character is 17, but she is in college, and I say that because, like, say if her birthday was in October, she would have graduated, like, say, you know, when she was 17, so going into college.
In her first year?
Yeah. So it's like her first year. She just has, like, I guess a late birthday, you say, you know, so she's a young college student, mother, you know, 1-year-old child.
Don't give away too much.
I just got that just off the top of the dome. But yeah, I get you.
That's real. I graduated at 17. My birthday's in October. That's real.
So,
yeah.
Who's gonna volunteer to give us the first paragraph of the story?
Okay, so between the two, we're going to create one character?
No, Rosita. We decided that they're both going to be best friends in high school.
All right, okay.
Okay, so the opening paragraph can be with either one of these characters. Okay, so how about you all write the opening paragraph, how you think it should start. Don't share it with me yet. You're gonna share it when you're done. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. Don't share it yet. Write it on your own paper. I'm here because I want to know how this how this story progresses. Somebody have questions? Yes, we're gonna do the beginning of the story. It should be captivating to the reader. Okay? Gloria, you should be off the whiteboard. You're writing this on your own, and then I'm gonna ask you to share.
Okay, no problem.
So you could choose to open that story with either one of these characters or both. They could be, you could open the paragraph of them having a conversation about something. Or you could open the paragraph with one of them. Okay, make it captivating, make it juicy. Like, what would you want to read in the first paragraph so that I could continue wanting to read? Because sometimes if I'm bored within the first 5 pages of a story, I'm going to put that book down. So don't bore us. Make it doesn't have to be caliente, but, you know, interesting enough. You have 3 minutes. You have 2 minutes. One more minute. Okay, who's ready to share? Who's ready to speak up and read what you wrote?
If you don't mind, I guess since it's one of the characters of mine, I'll go if that's okay.
Go ahead.
All right, I'll put it in the chat, but I'll read it too. So this is just like the setting and how they met, right? Yeah. So they met at they met in Hialeah in a neighborhood Dominican Independence Day celebration as one commented and complimented the other on her retro Jordan 11s Bread limited edition. Then the two began to bond on their shared sneaker addiction and hype fashion consumption. They exchanged contacts and set a time and date to go on a girls' shopping date because they find so many like qualities in each other. And that's kind of simple, but I mean, it could have gone deeper, but that's kind of base level.
Okay, all right. Who's next?
I'll share.
Go ahead.
In a normal world, they wouldn't have been friends. Yet, just as the sun was setting on the horizon, with soft orange hues sparkling on the waves of the ocean, these two young girls met as if by design destiny in the most nondescript way. It was accident.
You cut off, Gloria. We can't hear you.
You didn't hear any of that?
Just you cut off.
Oh,
Are you speaking? Because we can't hear you.
no, I'm moving. I was moved to my kitchen to try and make breakfast while I was doing this, and I have bad reception in my kitchen. And someone else could go ahead because I lost my note.
Okay. Leslie, you want to share?
Yeah, I sort of put it in the chat, but I'm having the nightmares again where I wake up and I'm back in the Dominican Republic, lost in front of this tall white door. I knock on the door and no one answers. I could see everyone inside laughing and eating on this long, huge wooden table, but they don't hear me or see me. I keep knocking on the door, and finally one person turns and faces me, and I wake up terrified, sweaty, as if I was running for my life.
Wow. Okay. Thank you. Who's next?
I could go now. Can you hear me now, Angie?
Yes.
Okay. In a normal world, they wouldn't have been friends. Yet, just as the sun was setting on the horizon, with soft orange waves sparkling on the waves, these two young girls met as if designed destiny. In the most nondescript way, it was the accidental spilling of Esme's cup that was filled with Bacardi and Coke that brought them together.
He was drinking Bacardi and Coke as a teenager?
Well, she's 17, sitting on the beach,
Teenager.
a mother having a drink.
Alcohol
Yeah.
consumption is illegal under 21.
Yeah, well, I don't know. No one told me that when I was 15.
Latina, it's all right. Latinos start drinking mad early, unfortunately. Thank you, Gloria. Jadi, what about you?
Um, Esmond and Lazare found themselves at their favorite hidden gem, a vibrant Cuban cafe tucked away in Little Havana. In the midst of the lively setting, Esmond's phone begins to buzz. A text message revealed an unexpected twist in the night. Esmond's college friends were planning an impromptu beach bonfire just a few miles away. Esmond faced Lazare with a mischievous grin. Change of plans. We're taking the party to the beach, ready for a night we'll never forget.
That's it?
Yeah, that's all I could do.
Oh, no, just wanted to make sure you were done. Thank you. Wow, you all have wonderful starting paragraphs. Did everyone share?
Rosita. So this year, Esme started college with a huge load on her mind. She's breaking ground for her family's academics by being their first to move on to higher education. She has dreams of reconciling her Dominican and Haitian cultures, conflicts associated with the two worlds.
Yes, baby.
She's just entered with a boyfriend who has a non-so-legitimate occupation. Lazari is her best friend, whom she met in high school and has stayed behind in 10th grade. And Lazari just, okay. Too much is happening. Can she still remain best friends with Lazari? Both their lives are so different now. The grief of her loss, were she to end their friendship, would be too much to bear.
And that means that you're all storytellers, right? In case you didn't know, in case you were second guessing yourself, in case you had doubts. Did everyone share their first paragraph? Everyone here? Yeah? Okay. So the next part of this is going to be continuing from the opening paragraph. Each one of you will add to the story. Ensure your addition reflects the characters and advances to the plot. Okay, so meaning you're going to continue off of that one paragraph that you started. Okay. Now, in a collaborative setting, I would have had each one of you again write, share your paragraph onto this whiteboard. But then it just becomes a lot, right? Because let's say you each decide to write 2 pages, then it's too much, right? But if you were on a working document, let's say on a Google Doc or something, and you wanted to continue writing, then you could definitely, that is one way to go about doing it. But I do encourage you all to continue writing that story. So given that you're going to continue adding to this paragraph, if we were to finish the first chapter of this, what would that look like for you all?
Excuse me, Angie.
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna vote on that first paragraph
No,
or no?
no
Okay.
voting percent, no. I want you all to just continue off that one paragraph that you each wrote. So you don't need to use what you wrote to continue that story. I don't know. So how about if I tell you to write 2 pages of what that story would look like? Not now, but if you do it between now and next week.
Oh, we're continuing? I like that.
Yes.
It's a little scary. This is uncharted waters for me.
I don't know. I think it would be good to see where this takes you. Because what if you finish a goddamn story and you could, people, I got connections. Don't play with me, okay? Because if you finish the story and I see that you could send it somewhere, I'm gonna tell you to go send it somewhere. Okay.
Leslie suggested a Google Doc.
Yeah. So working on a Google Doc, I'm wondering what that would look like, Leslie, on a Google Doc, because everyone's 2 pages is going to look very different. Right?
How are they gonna be connected? Like,
They wouldn't be.
They won't
Separate-
be.
Separate stories.
oh, they won't be. Okay.
But the
Right.
interesting part would be see how we all develop our characters. I agree.
Oh, okay. So I think I will want to do it for sure. 2 pages. And when will we like hand it in per se?
Next Sunday.
Yeah, I think. And what will happen to the other people? La otra gente.
What I'm gonna do is just share the information with them and invite them to contribute as well. So if they want, they could finish that. So what I want you all to do now is that one paragraph that you wrote, put it in the chat.
Okay.
Okay. So what I'm thinking is maybe, déjame ver. Where's my Google Doc? Okay, so I'm gonna take these 2 characters and I'm gonna put them on a Google Doc. Okay. So can you all see the Google Doc? So we have here character 1.
Can you share the link with us?
Yes, of course. I just don't want you adding anything to it just yet.
Oh.
I want to set it up before okay, this is character 2. So that everyone contribute their paragraph in the chat.
I'm typing right now.
Yeah, it's in there for me.
So the opening paragraph that you all wrote, put it in the chat. What are we gonna call collaborative? Okay, so who put their stuff here?
In the chat, okay. I edited mine a little bit. Just the 6 of us left. Okay.
Okay, who's next? Jolly. Gloria. I'm copying him. Rosita.
when we first started this workshop, I thought we're gonna end up with one piece, all collaborating towards one piece. But I see we are chosen from several options, and now we are writing such different stories. It's wonderful. It's wonderful to see this process.
Yeah, ideally it would be one piece, but as you can tell, there's no way of ending that in one day, right? Unless I would have said, all right, let's just write one essay, and I would have divvy up the sections, okay? But as the workshop progressed and I see what you all are contributing, it just, you know, brings to my attention that you all have this potential.
Of writing our own.
Exactly. So I also know that this is not genres that you usually write for.
Right.
Right? So it just, like you said, Rosita, it's a little bit uncomfortable because it's not something that you're used to.
Right, right.
Right? But you never know where it's going to take you. You know, you just have to try it out. You explore it. Today you discovered something new about yourself.
I can do it, yes.
Right? You discovered something that you probably didn't know was in you. Right? That maybe never occurred to you was possible. Right? So given that, and given that this is something that I noticed with your contributions, I want you all to continue exploring this. Okay? It's not an obligation. You don't have to, but I wish that you would use this. So what I'm going to do here is that, you know, these are the two characters. Okay? I want you to use these characters in your story. Okay? Now, there's 5 of you here. Somebody didn't contribute an opening paragraph. Who was it?
Yeah, if it wasn't you, Angie, I put mine's earlier. If you mean like the 5 excluding you, I don't know if you meant that.
Okay, hold on. Let me scroll up.
Yeah, well, no, that would be 5. I mean, there will be 6 excluding you.
So, okay, I see yours here.
Oh, no. Yeah, you're right.
Your opening paragraph. Okay, so can you all see the Google Doc?
No, only the link.
I'm not sharing anything.
Click on the link.
The link's in there in the chat. Yeah.
Okay, click.
Oh, there it
on the
is.
link. Okay.
Okay, so because some people, okay. Do not touch anything that is above, okay? I'm going to write your names.
Right, there are 5 pieces in there.
Okay, so this is what I want you to do. You have 2 characters to use.
Right.
Understood? Use both characters. The descriptions are on this page.
Yadi, you forgot Yadi.
Yeah, Yadi's missing.
Did Jadi put in the chat?
No. I'm saying like when you wrote the stuff, when you wrote the names.
Oh.
I think Yadi was on the whiteboard.
Here, I just added it.
Okay. Please don't add anything that doesn't belong to you.
Okay.
Because it just causes confusion, okay?
All right,
You're gonna write your story under your name. 2 pages.
The 2 pages, or do we start out by including our paragraph, our 5th paragraph?
Rosita, I think I put your paragraph on the document, didn't I?
On the top, yes.
Okay.
But then when
so-
you wrote our names,
So, hold on, let me finish the instructions, okay?
Okay.
You're going to choose, these two characters are going to be part of your story, okay?
Yes,
There
yes,
are
yes.
5 opening paragraphs. Choose
Oh.
any of them. Choose one opening
Oh,
paragraph
I don't,
and continue with that one. You do not
oh,
need to write 5. Choose,
oh,
those are options.
okay,
Okay, so whichever opening paragraph you loved best, use that one for your story and write your 2 pages.
great, gotcha.
Okay,
I can choose my own? Can we
yes,
choose
Rosita,
our
yes,
own?
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, 2 pages is 1,000 words.
Single spaced?
Yes,
Okay,
so I'm gonna put that here.
great.
Choose an opening paragraph from above and continue yours writing your story. You must use both characters described above. Complete 2 pages, 1,000 words, single space. Okay?
Mhm.
Please let me know if this isn't clear.
Except for the typos, it's clear.
Able. But we could continue with our own paragraph, right? Angie, if we
Choose
decide.
whichever one you prefer. I don't
Okay,
care if it's yours. Choose
okay.
anyone. If you find out that somebody else's paragraph is more interesting than yours, then go ahead. If you want to use
Okay.
yours, then use yours. But it has to be one of these 5. Are they here? Is your here? Did I add yours up here, Gloria?
I believe so, yes.
Are you looking through the Google Doc? Do you see yours on the Google Doc?
Oh, let me go back to Google Docs. I got out of it. Yes, it's there. But you don't have it's as opening. That's why it's not.
Where?
Yeah, but it's right under opening 3.
This one?
Yes, that's mine.
Can everyone confirm that their opening paragraph is on the Google Doc? Say yes, please.
We now have 6. How come we have 6?
Because there were 6 contributions, Rosita.
You were number 6. You didn't contribute.
So who's extra on here?
I think you put
This one right here.
I think those 2 lines belong. Yes, right, exactly.
Yeah, there you go. 3, 4.
Okay, are we clear?
I believe so. Good. Yes,
Yeah.
that's great.
Looks pretty good.
Okay, are you guys comfortable with this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Leslie, does this make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, 1,000 words.
Okay.
And so it's single space, but like 12 point, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me put that here. All right. Think dialogue, everyone. Think other characters that might come in here. Think conflict, you know? So let me go back over here to my, let me put this here. Okay, advancing the story. Okay, a good plot involves introducing conflict and challenges and developing characters along the way. All right. Everyone good?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so given this, and Jadi, who's always asking me, are we going to do this or not? December 17th in the evening, is everyone open to join the Writer Salon open mic? Every end of the year, we do an open mic so that you all can share any body of work that you have done during the Writer Salon throughout the year. It's a celebration of, I did this shit. Okay. And also, if you came to the salon, if you finally said yes to yourself and showed up for yourself during these writing spaces and you were in community, I urge you all to come and celebrate yourself on December 17th. It's probably going to be around 7 p.m. I want you all to come, join, read a poem, read a piece, read these 2 pages if you wrote it. Right? But I urge you all to come through. So I'm wondering, is December 17th, 7 p.m. okay with you all? It's going to be over Zoom, okay? So it's for everyone who has joined the salon to participate.
It's good for me. Thank you.
Okay, I will send an announcement. I will make a pretty flyer and invite you all to come through. Okay?
Great.
So with that said, you got to get out of here.
Great workshop, Angie. Thank you so much.
So
Thank you so
you're
much.
welcome. Well, I know you all learned something today because you were all.
We're all struggling.
No, I wouldn't say struggling.
Writing.
You know, you were finding your way around something new.
Yeah. It's like Rosita said, it's working through discomfort.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, someone shares something? Jadi, what's that, Jadi? You want to give some context to what you share?
So it's a short story by this writer. It's kind of like when it's kind of like the collaborative story we're writing. I thought about the story right away. So I don't know if anybody's interested to read
Nice,
it.
thank you. I'll share that with the other writers as well. All right. Thank you everyone for joining me today. Next Sunday, we're going to be talking about flash fiction. So see you next Sunday.
And then a reminder that you can save the chat by clicking on the 3 dots at the very, very bottom.
Correct.
Oh, thank you, Rosita.
Thank you so much.
Have a good Sunday.
Love you all. Take
Callie, can
care.
you stay? Don't go.
Thank you.
I have to text her now.
All right, thank you.
Bye.